What's up guys, macadii here, bringing you a video on how to incorporate synergy into your team building. Now, the term synergy is thrown around quite a lot, and actually it's a lot more complex than you might think. Defensive synergy is defined by the degree at which your Pokemon work well together defensively. It can be looked at on two different scales. The first scale of investigation is within your walls. Now, typically most teams have one physical wall and one special wall. Both your walls should have good defensive typing that covers each other's weaknesses. They may also have abilities or moves that allows them to support each other. For example, Wish or Heal Bell. An example of a defensive pair with great synergy is my Vileplume and Miltank core from my last NU session. My Miltank is specially defensive with thick fat, which allows it to easily take fire and ice moves directed at Vileplume. In turn, the Vileplume can take physical and special fighting moves directed at Miltank with ease. An example of a defensive pair with slightly weaker synergy is Chestnut and Umbreon. My physically defensive Chestnut can handle most physical moves directed at Umbreon and vice versa. Umbreon also has access to Wish to heal up Chestnut, who lacks reliable recovery. Their defensive synergy is not perfect however, mainly due to their shared weakness of fairy type moves. Umbreon also lacks the physical bulk to handle strong flying type moves directed at Chestnut. An excellent alternative would be to replace Umbreon with Blissey. You have access to Heal Bell to remove Toxic, which is the main stop to the Chestnut set, as well as access to high HP Wishes. Blissey also has enough special bulk to stay physically defensive and still cover Chestnut's special weaknesses. Unfortunately, it does still struggle with handling strong flying type moves, but is arguably a better alternative to Umbreon. A useful tool for studying a pair's defensive synergy is by using the online tool called the Synergy Pokédex by Beldum Labs. The link to this can be found in the description below. It allows you to choose a Pokemon and it will then find good defensive partners that synergize well. Unfortunately, it is not updated for Gen 6, but it is still an extremely useful tool. The other scale you need to look at is your team overall. You want to have a team with a range of resistances and weaknesses that allow them to cover each other. If your team becomes too weak to one type, then it can struggle against that matchup. Mariland has an online tool that allows you to input your team so you can identify what typings your team struggles to cover. Now let's move on to offensive synergy. Offensive synergy is how well your Pokemon can break through your opponent's defensive cores and not be walled. They should aim to have neutral coverage across the board, as well as strong, diverse stab, and also a range of special and physical attacks. An offensive core is 2 or more Pokemon that is specifically designed to meet these goals. They are not required to have defensive synergy, but it is ideal if they can to some degree. Let's look at a common offensive core as an example. These Pokemon are part of what's referred to as a fire, water and grass core. These are a popular type of standard offensive and defensive cores. These Pokemon have great offensive and defensive synergy with each other. Venusaur can switch into bulky waters that Arcanine has trouble with, while Azumarill and Arcanine can switch into fire and ice type attacks. They are capable of creating strong, neutral coverage along with a range of strong stab moves. Well, there you have it guys, a short guide on synergy to help you with your team building. Now if you enjoyed the video and want to keep up with my latest content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. If you want to check out some of my other tip videos, they are all on the right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you at the next one. macadii out.